sacrificed himself for his friends is very true to HODOR for me.
It's really warm. It's really hot. Yeah. You guys are so sweet. It's really nice to be here. I've met a lot of very nice people since I came here. So thank you very much.
Oh, wow. You just filled the entire place right now in like 5 seconds flat. Who wants to ask the first question? I know you guys are super excited. It's great you have your phones, but live in the moment. You know what I'm saying? No? None? Okay. Well, Kristian, what is the one thing that people, well, aside from the whole HODOR experience, what is the one thing that people always come up to you about and ask you questions for or bug you about?
People always want to know how heavy Bran is. Because when I first met Bran, he was like this height.
Mm-hmm. It's about my height.
Yeah, about your height,
Thanks.
yeah. And now he's like 6 foot tall.
Oh, goodness.
He's really big and he's really heavy. But yeah, pardon? Oh, I thought that was a question. Yeah, he's a great kid. We get on really well. He's like a little brother to me, actually. But people are interested in our relationship.
Yeah,
really.
do tell us.
Well, no, we're really close. We hang out together off. We
So
went
off
to
camera, you do have a friendship.
Yeah, we went to see the Warcraft movie together last week.
Oh, did you like it? I loved it.
Yeah, I really loved it. Yeah.
Were you a big gamer?
Yeah, I've played Warcraft since it came out. Really, I am a huge for the Horde. Yeah, definitely a Horde player. Yeah, I'm a blood elf hunter. Obviously, I don't look much like a blood elf.
Oh wow.
But more of an orc.
An orc, the good orc. Okay, let's have some questions from you guys. I know you guys are excited. Seize the moment. Yes, just come up on the mic. I can't really see you. The spotlight's in our eyes, isn't it? That's cool. That's fine. Just they're all panicking now.
Hi, I'm Mike from the Philippine Star.
Hello.
HODOR has become one of the most well-received characters in the entire series.
Thank you.
What was your reaction when you first learned that your character was going to get killed off?
I mean, I've known this for a whole year. I've known I was going to die for an entire year, and I have a really big mouth. I like to tell people things, and it's really difficult for me not to tell. The only person I told was my mother. That was the only person. So if you imagine for a whole year, every day people are asking you, what happens this season? Is Jon Snow alive? I knew that as well. I knew 2 huge secrets, and it was really hard, really hard not to tell people. And you know, of course it's very sad, but I really liked the way he died. I think he died in a really nice way, so I was happy. I was pretty happy.
When HODOR died, the internet blew up.
It broke. He broke the internet, basically.
You broke the internet. What can you say about the online reactions from the fans?
I didn't expect it. I knew it was going to be big because it was such a cool scene. I think within about 3 hours, I had 67,000 direct tweets. And at first, I was starting to reply, and then I was, oh, okay, I give up. Just HODOR, whatever. But yeah, I didn't expect it. I'm just very grateful, you know.
Last question. When you first arrived at the Game of Thrones set, did you ever expect that the show would become such a global phenomenon?
Actually, yes. No one really knew what to expect before the show was aired, but when I saw how much money and effort was being put into the sets, I like, well, Winterfell is like a real castle. You know, it feels like, it smells like a real castle. The animals that are hanging up, the real dead animals, they really smell. You know, everything's really real. And I thought, yeah, this is going to be a big show. They put a lot of effort into this, so it's going to be big.
Final question. What do you think makes Game of Thrones so popular?
Sex? I don't know.
This is true.
I'm just trying to be realistic here, you know.
They're just being shy. They don't want to admit it, but you're
yeah,
right.
it's all true. I think it's because, you know, everyone likes a bit of fantasy, a bit of escapism, like, you know, like to get away from your everyday life. But I think Game of Thrones, it's not too out there. It's not like there's no fairies and unicorns and stuff. Which I like fairies and unicorns, you know, but you know, not in Game of Thrones. It's kind of relatable. There's like politics in it.
Incest, yeah.
Yeah,
No
incest, just
unicorns,
like
but incest, yes.
Depends where you're from, you know.
Exactly.
Yeah, but yeah, I think it's kind of relatable to everyday life, slightly. Hopefully, not everyone's everyday life isn't brutal as Game of Thrones, but I think that's why it's not too fantastical, just a little bit.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Next question, please. Okay, yeah, come right up to the microphone. If you guys have any questions, you can scoot over closer to the mic. So as soon as the current person is done, you guys can just hop right in. Please make sure you say your name so we know who you are. I'm short too, honey. I'm with you there.
I have an opposite problem.
Okay, I'm Chris, and
Hello.
from No Inc., ABS-CBN. I just wanted to ask a simple question. Was the door heavy?
Well, there was about 10 different versions of the door. Like, it should have really been called the Doors. The
Doors.
Yeah, the Doors. There was, when you see me pushing against the door, that's a real door. And there was like 7 or 8 people behind it, because I'm pretty strong. And like all these stunt guys, and also another guy the same size as me, they're trying to push, they couldn't get me back. And I was trying to push, and actually I remember the whole set actually moved. The whole cave moved, because I was pushing against it so hard. Yeah, but anyway, we broke that door. And then we had 6 or 7 stunt doors. Like a stunt door, what the hell is that?
Stunt door.
Yeah.
They get paid anything?
Probably get more money than me. Better paid than the actors. And like, it sort of had little areas for the White Walkers to put their heads through and stuff. You know, it's pretty cool.
Did you break any of the doors?
I break everything.
Oh, okay.
I'm surprised it's still in one piece. I break everything.
There's time.
There's plenty of time. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Do they take that out of your paycheck every time you break something from the set?
Luckily, no.
And
Luckily,
you know what?
no.
Off his paycheck. Yes, please come up to the mic.
Hello, good afternoon. I'm Jericho from the Morning News USA. So, you've mentioned in your previous interviews that you've been doing DJing in Belfast. So, if you were given the chance to choose between acting and DJing, if there's such a word, what would you
choose? Luckily, I think I do a good job of doing both. I mean, I have a really, really busy work schedule, but it's so different. I mean, acting, what you do, you don't get any reaction from until it goes out on TV and maybe you read Twitter. But if you're on a DJ set, you get the reaction right in front of you. The crowds either hate it or they like it. So I like that. I like the live reaction. I like them both. I don't have to choose, so I'm always going to do both.
My last question. So,
yeah.
What's your role in the Game of Thrones? Your dream role, and if not, what's your dream role?
My dream role?
Yeah.
My dream role would have slightly more dialogue. But I mean, it's a dream role in the way that it changed my life. I mean, it's changed my life completely, utterly. I'm sitting in, I'm in the Philippines.
7,000 tweets and you're in the Philippines.
I'm in the Philippines, like, it's changed my life. But, dream role, I mean, I would have liked to play a part in Warcraft maybe. I mean, that's such a big part of my life. But I'm really into fantasy as well. I mean, Lord of the Rings, might have liked to play a part in Lord of the Rings when I'm older, Gandalf, that sort of thing. You know, I'm some sort of big scary bearded wizard.
You do that line that says you shall not pass.
No.
Okay. Well, I guess you're a fail for that role.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Next up, sir.
Hi there, Carlos Sampson,
Hi.
speaking for Inquirer.net and SpaceML.com. You mentioned earlier, you referred to your final scene as the death of HODOR. Does this categorically say that your character is entirely dead?
I can honestly say, categorically, that I know exactly as much as you. I know nothing like Jon Snow. So I think that he's dead. I imagine that he's not going to come back from that. But who knows? It's Game of Thrones, anything can happen.
All right, thanks very much.
No worries.
Thank you. Next question, please.
Hi, I'm
Hi.
Karen from the Manila Times. Good afternoon.
Hi.
What did you do after shooting that scene where you're holding the door and it's really sad, the fans are sad? After that, did you go to your trailer and cry, or did you like ask for hugs from the cast and crew?
Well, there's actually a video online. Isaac was the one, Isaac who plays Bran. And he was the one who said, cut, you're finished. So he gave me a big hug and stuff. It was really sad. It was actually, I think it was my birthday around that day as well. So I know. It was my 40th birthday. And yeah, a big birthday. They made me a cake of HODOR on an Iron Throne, which obviously is never going to happen now. So they made me a cake. I got the cupcakes, cards. Yeah, everyone was really nice. Everyone was really sweet. And you know, I didn't cry. I didn't. But it is pretty sad. When I was taking off that really horrible, smelly outfit for the last time, I was like, yeah, I'm not going to miss this at all.
What happened to that outfit? Does that go back to wardrobe?
I mean, I have worn the same outfit for 5-6 years, never been washed.
Well,
Seriously.
there you go,
And I
authenticity.
swear to God, it smells like animals. It smells like cows and chickens and what does the chicken smell like? Have you ever smelled the chicken?
No,
I
I've
haven't
never
smelled the
actually.
chicken.
I'll try that.
Or a
I'll
horse.
try that this weekend.
Some sort of horse.
Horse manure.
Horse manure. It does. It smells like manure.
There you go.
It's horrible. You can smell it from like 100 meters away. I would seriously, I would come in with my aftershave and be like spraying it with like
Aftershave.
Calvin Klein. I was like, yeah, go.
Calvin Klein, hey.
Yeah, whatever's cheap.
This young gentleman right here. Thank you, ma'am.
Hi,
Hi.
I'm Paolo.
Hi,
and
Paolo.
I just like to know if did you know the entire time that you're called HODOR because of Hold the Door?
No.
So you just found it out when they gave you the script.
Yeah, that was completely new to me. I did not know why.
Okay. Great. Can I take a picture?
No.
Thank you.
And of course, a selfie. I can't believe you didn't get me in there. What, just because I'm just the host? Just kidding. One day I'll be famous. I met HODOR. Okay. Oh, I think she was first. Is that okay? Ladies first.
I'm fine.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Jocelyn.
Hi.
How do you bond with your
Breakfast.
Game of Thrones co-stars off cam, especially Jon Snow and Bran?
Especially Jon Snow and Bran. I mean, we are like a big family. As dysfunctional as that sounds, it's a really big, weird family. Some of us don't see each other for years because we film in different parts of the world, and especially our group, we were so far away from everybody else in the north. We very rarely get to see anybody else, but I mean, Kit's a great guy. I remember I got asked so many times about Jon Snow this year. I'm so bored of that question. One day I snapped and someone was, so is Jon Snow alive? I just said, I don't care. I don't care. And then the next thing in the paper the next day it was Kristian Nairn hates Kit Harington. I was like, I didn't say that. I like Kit. Kit's amazing. He's a really nice guy. But Isaac is, if you ever get a chance to meet Isaac, he's a great kid. I say he's a kid, he's 18 years old now, he's a man. And yeah, he's like my little brother. I get angry with him, I'm always shouting at him. He's really annoying sometimes, on purpose. He likes to annoy me. But yeah, I'm going to miss him actually, I'll miss him a lot. But we're always in touch, we text each other every week, every day. So, yeah.
You're gonna serve as a DJ here.
Yeah.
Will you have time to visit tourist spots here in the country?
It's too hot.
You don't
Not
want
unless
to
you've got like
do you?
portable air conditioners. Like, you know, I'm from Ireland. It's like basically living in a swamp.
In a fridge.
A cold swamp.
But if you could choose, if you could choose a place to visit, what place would you want to visit in the Philippines?
The Philippines. My geography is terrible. But what are the big tourist attractions around here? What would you recommend?
Our beaches.
The what?
Our beaches.
The beaches?
We have a lot.
There's no sun.
There
I'm
is
not going to
sun.
lie in this thunder.
Okay.
Being on holiday with Thor.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jocelyn.
What is this thunder?
Question.
So much thunder and
Well, we
lightning.
don't want you to melt, so we'll
Oh,
keep
thank
you
you.
in a
That's
climate
very,
controlled
very
place.
kind of you.
I got you, babe. Yes.
Hello, I'm Noah from Net25. This is just a fan theory. If HODOR could be back as a White Walker, what do you think of that?
I mean, from an actor point of view, I'm like, yeah, another year's work. But yeah, paycheck. You know, and also I love being part of Game of Thrones, so yeah, it'll be amazing. But I mean, from a character point of view, I kind of like it the way it is. I think it's a really good, complete. It's like a circle. The circle's complete, and it'll be weird to come back. But you know, if you want me back, I'll come back. I'm not going to fight with them.
My next question is, can you describe your DJing style using the Game of Thrones character?
Oh my goodness. Describe your DJing style
Yeah.
using Game of Thrones characters. They're making you work
What?
very hard, Kristian.
Well, I'm a bit of a ninja on the decks, so like Arya.
Wow.
See? And I can also do it blindfolded, so Arya as well. I'm just going to keep saying Arya until you go away. Arya. What kind of question is that? I don't know how to describe the detail.
My last question is, any memorable moment with a Game of Thrones fan?
Memorable or scary?
If it makes an impression, that's it. That's the one.
I mean, wherever I go, it's just it surprises me. Like every part of the world now. I remember in season 1, it was really big in the UK and America, and it kind of was starting to grow across the world. In season 2, I went to Australia, and people started to recognise us in Australia. And just now, every corner of the planet, it seems to be there's some form of Game of Thrones. And even if it's not broadcast, people watch it on the internet. So it's so surprising to me. But Game of Thrones fans, to me, because there are so many characters and so many tiny little storylines, I think usually quite intelligent, because you have to be to follow the show for a start. So they're usually quite sensible. So I really enjoy meeting Game of Thrones fans. But one scary story, I guess, was I have this plant, like a flower, in the front of my house, and I'm really lazy, so it was dying. I couldn't be bothered watering it, so it was dying. And I got a tweet one day, and someone said, "You need to water your plant." So this guy was watching my house.
Oh,
so
that's
that was
creepy.
fun. Yeah.
Thank you so much. We just have time for one last question before we move on to our next guest.
Hi, I'm Earth.
Hi. Earth?
Yeah.
Middle
amazing.
or?
Anyway, I would just like to ask, since your character now is gone on Game of Thrones, what will be the fans expect of you? What will be next for you?
There's lots of stuff coming up. I can't say too much names-wise, but there's a TV show coming up, and there's 2 movies towards the end of the year. I've got music releases coming up, and I have a huge DJ tour, like literally everywhere, nearly. Dates keep getting added on. It's never going to end, which is amazing. And it's really busy, really busy. I'm really grateful for that. So you haven't been the last of me.
So are there any upcoming like a series or
Yeah,
movies?
there's a TV show coming up. I can't say anything about it. And there's 2 movies. One's being shot in New Jersey at the end of the year. The typical actor response. I can't say much.
Yeah, I can't
but,
say much.
It's pretty busy.
You're just gonna have to follow him on social media. All right. Well, thank you so much, Kristian.
You're very
Let's
welcome.
get you back to the colder room.
Guys, thank you very much for having me.